Anyways, oh, we should tell our plans of our evil plans, our evil collab plans. Well, me and Mingus collab on evil plans.
Do we have evil collab plans?
Yeah, yeah, we work together to do evil things like doing evil things to that man in the background.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We gotta collaborate and cause chaos.
Yeah, cause mischief.
General general mischief.
Be dubious little creatures.
We are dubious little creatures.
Yeah. Um.
Ugh.
Hmm. So you know about one of our evil plans? Cause I kind of forgot, to be honest.
Evil plans. What are our evil plans?
Oh, what about the one where we take over like this county in like Nebraska for like 10 days? Total.
County in Nebraska for 10 days. Okay.
Yeah. For
I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go to Google and I'm gonna find a good county to take over.
alright. So we
Nebraska
take it.
County.
So we take it
Yeah.
over for like 10 days. Absolutely tyrannical rule. They might even need to get the feds on us, but like
All right.
we
Should we
just
go after a
abandon it.
big one or a little one? There's a county in Nebraska called Hooker County. Can we go after Hooker County?
Yes.
Let's go after Hooker County.
Yes.
Let's see. Are there any? There's a county called Cumming.
No, no,
Not
that's
with an
too.
S. Cumming. There's a
No.
Hooker County. There's a Cumming County. There's hmm, there's Knuckles. Not Nicholas. Knuckles.
That's like an evil
Um.
version of Nicholas, to be honest.
Th- there's.
Knuckles.
Oh my God. There's a Dixon County. We gotta go get it.
Dixon.
There's a county. There's Brown County, Rock County, Buffalo County. Um. Kind of
Is
like
that where they grow?
Knuckles.
Is that where they grow buffalo chicken?
Yeah, that's where they grow buffalo chicken. They don't
Wow.
raise it; they grow it. Scotts Bluff, Sioux, and Dawes, Bucks Butte, Cherry. Cherry's the biggest one. There's also Lincoln, Garden, Kimball, Cheyenne, which isn't that the capital of Wyoming?
I don't know.
Ba, bum. Okay, anyway, I think our options are either Hooker or Knuckles.
I think
What do
it'd
you
be
think?
even evil if we took over both.
Oh, here I'll send you the map so you can. Okay, one of them's like the very middle. One of them's pretty much in Kansas. It's like right at the very bottom.
But we'll take over both, and we'll
We
do
will take over
tyrannical
both.
evil rule for 10 days, and we leave both at the same time.
Yeah, there you go. You can look at what I'm looking
Oh,
at,
that's a nice
and we
map.
can. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? I say we start. We start from Kansas, obviously, because that's the best place to start off. There's
Yeah.
so many natural resources in Kansas that we can use in our takeover of those two counties in Nebraska. Wait. Hear me out.
Yeah.
What if we take over the entire state?
I think we have to wait, and we have to wait a few months to do that.
Why? Why's that?
That's because they said so. I'm evil. We do arbitrary things that are useless and probably inefficient. There's
Can we
Garfield
have?
County. Why didn't you talk about Garfield County?
Where's Garfield County?
It's
Did I
like in
miss
the
that?
middle. It's under hold.
Under Hall. I see Garfield. No, I see Hall, Hamilton, Merrick, Howard, Sherman, Greenlee, Garfield.
You're
Oh,
Garfield.
Holt. Oh my. Okay, so those three counties. So
With
I
there's
think we start in
Fillmore. There's
Kansas.
Fillmore. There's Fillmore County.
Fillmore? Oh my
Yeah.
God, Fillmore County. It's right by Nicholas. Okay, so here's the plan. We start in Kansas.
Yeah.
We collect natural resources, build our army,
Yeah.
our evil army. Okay,
Yeah.
and we uh rally the locals because as many of you
No, no, no,
probably
no, no.
know,
We have to
Kansas
be.
and Nebraska have a giant rivalry, like a violent rivalry, not just like, oh, if their football teams fight. They and whenever a Kansasian and a Nebraskan see each other,
They
you can
die.
expect one of them to be dead
Yeah.
by in 5 minutes,
Yeah. It's like.
and the other one to
Did you
be
know
be
Bloody
beaten to a
Kansas?
bloody
Bloody
pulp.
Kansas actually is a reference to, like, what happens if a Kansas person is around a Nebraska man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. And when if in I'm sure all of you know the Wizard of Oz when Dorothy says, "Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore." She was talking about the fact that they were in Nebraska
Yeah, yeah. They
and
have
they were
golden roads.
terrified.
They have golden roads
It,
and witches.
yeah, it was. There's so that's why we needed to take it over.
Yeah.
It was we so yeah, they're terrified that they were in Nebraska. It was actually a horror movie. People didn't realize it. So we start in Kansas. We gather natural resources. We gather an army. We
Yeah.
move first into Nucleus County, which is on the border with Kansas,
Is it?
and it is. It's down at the very south.
Oh, why was I
Yeah.
thinking
See it?
of like east?
Oh no, that got your directions mixed up. Okay, but
Yeah, I'm sorry.
we move into Nucleus. These all these. It's like a chessboard right here. They're all perfect squares,
Yeah.
and we take it over. It shouldn't be too hard. It's Nucleus County, right?
Yeah.
That's it. It's famous for it being weak. Like even in like Alaska, I heard people talking about how weak Nucleus County is.
Yeah. I hear
Yeah,
people
I was
talk
up
about how
there.
weak it is here. You know.
Yeah, I
You know.
know, right? I'm in school, and I'll
I
hear
even
people
heard.
talking
I
about
think one of our
all
guests,
sorts of things.
Isaiah, had even been there, and when he once touched a man with a single pinky, and that man just collapsed and died. Like.
Okay. Yeah, because it was just so easy to kill all these people.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't kill some of them. Maybe we just enslave some of them, although they would be really bad slaves because they're
No,
Nucleusians.
no, no. We used them for like the temporary defense, like a shield.
Fuel in our fires.
Yes.
Okay,
Except the
so
bad fuel.
bad fuel. So
The
grab the
temporary.
Nucleusians, take over their county.
Like Fillmore.
That's the easy one. Then Fillmore,
Yeah.
because Fillmore is just like diagonally up one checkerboard square from Nucleus.
Yeah.
Fillmore is going to be a lot more of a challenge.
There is.
Fillmore, they're led by this this cat. That sounds ridiculous, and you might think, "Oh, how can a cat lead the county?"
Pussy!
You haven't seen this cat.
Well,
This
you just
cat
seen it right now.
is okay. That cat. This cat is the most intelligent cat and strong cat you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It may look dumb. It may look like it has stupid freak feet, but it doesn't. I mean, it does have stupid freak feet, but that's beside the point.
The freak feet hold like secret brains, like extra brains to contain
Yeah,
this
extra brains.
smartness.
It has like Inspector Gadget kind of things
Yeah,
coming
but
out
that's
of
his
its feet.
weakness though. Like he's so
That's the
smart that at
weakness,
any
yeah.
time his brain can explode. But since he's smart, he knows how to avoid it. But
So
we
in
need to try to do
Fillmore
something
County,
with his nerves
in
to
Film,
like activate it
oh,
so that he just explodes.
ah.
He won't die. He just
He has to
explodes.
think what happens is he constantly has to think about keeping himself alive because if he stops thinking about that, he'll die.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is we have to distract him long enough for him to forget about keeping himself alive, right?
Yeah. We lure him with
So
ice cream, chocolate ice cream,
we lure him with ice cream.
with
This is after
chocolate and
fighting through
marshmallow
hordes and
ice
hordes
cream.
of Fillmorians. Okay. So we get the Fillmorians. We round them up and we tell them, "You live under an oppressive leader. This creature that's in charge of all of you, it should not be. You are intelligent
And you
human
know
beings,
the
and that
the
thing up there is a cat."
yeah, and the
Yes,
residents
Perry?
might say like, well, he fixed our woes. He's actually been like the goodest guy. Like I haven't actually
Well,
put
I
a
will say, "Shut up, you're stupid," and
yeah,
help us
exactly.
kill
They're
him.
stupid.
And
They're only saying he's good because he's like good compared to his previous governors.
yeah, he appeals to the citizens of Fillmore's stupidity.
Yeah.
I hope no one from Fillmore, Nebraska is watching our podcast. If so, I'm sorry.
We're not sorry. We're not sorry. You should be under
We're
a new
not sorry.
leader.
We're evil.
You should be
We're
under a
not
new
sorry. We're
leader.
evil. So we're gonna go into Fillmore. We're gonna rally the people of Fillmore, and then we're gonna go up to the throne. And there's a big castle in the middle of Fillmore County.
Yeah, it'd be
It's
like
like all
a movie,
cornfields, and
a
then there's just a
fantasy movie.
castle, like a fantasy movie. There's a castle.
Yeah, and like
It's giant. It's the biggest castle in America.
yeah,
close to the biggest castle in the world, but there's this one that's like in
It's called the
in
Eiffel Tower.
It's called the Eiffel Tower. It's a little bigger than this, and we're going to walk up to the throne. This can be me or you. It doesn't matter. And we'll turn on the evil eyes. Little known fact: all evil people have a little switch that they can turn on. It's right on their back of their neck, and if they flick it, they get like evil red spirally eyes, and it can be used to hypnotize other people.
This is true. We're not turning it on because we'll get off of YouTube. Because YouTube will just take
Yeah,
us
yeah,
off.
yeah. YouTube will demonetize us if we use the evil switch.
Yeah. Mingus is in the pose right now to do it, but he's not. He can't do it. He's not gonna do it.
Yeah, you guys can't see through this right now.
Yeah.
So we go up to Fillmore, which is the name of the cat. That's why it's called Fillmore County.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever mentioned. And I flick the evil switch. And I never like to do this. It feels inhuman. It feels gross to do this. Like something's like crawling up my throat. And it's the evil. It's true. The evil is crawling up my throat.
It's like Venom.
It's like Venom. It's like we're like Venom.
Yeah.
Okay. So I walk up to Fillmore, turn on the evil switch, and look into his eyes. At first, he's unfazed. After all, he's one of the most powerful beings
can I tell
in
my part of the plan
Nebraska.
on this?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so I will go up to him and say, "Close your eyes, bro." and be like, and then I'll be like, "What do you see?" And he says, "Nothing." And I say, "That's my order at you." And then he'll be so heartstrucken that he will die because he's thinking about that instead of like keeping himself from exploding. So then that's how you take over.
That's a good plan, but before that, I think I should try mine. So, because that's like a last resort. You're getting him to close his eyes. That basically makes it so I could not do my plan. So I walk up to him. He's sitting on his throne. I look into his eyes. Flick on the evil switch. He looks back at me. He's the most powerful being in Nebraska. Almost. He's pretty powerful, at least.
Strongest person. Strongest entity in Alaska. Versus weakest.
Alaska?
No, I mean Nebraska. Strongest entity in Nebraska. Versus weakest entity in Kansas.
In Kansas. So, I'm looking at him. And he's looking back. He's like doing this dominating stare. He's evil being as well. He has the evil switch. He just hasn't discovered it under all his fur.
Yeah. He's worried that the evil switch might actually be a self-explosion switch.
Pussy! Yeah, he's that. Honestly, before I flicked it for the first time, I was scared of that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look at him, look back. I can see into him, not like literally. I couldn't see through his eyes into his brain. You could see through
his soul. The eyes are the gateway to his soul, and you're just lockpicking
his
the
eyes,
key.
And his eyes are huge.
Yeah.
And I could see everything. I could see his past, present. I think I might have been able to see his future with those big crystal ball eyes. Yeah. And I've had the feeling, or I will have the feeling, because this hasn't happened yet. This is all a hypothetical, that he's looking with equal intensity into me. He, more than anyone else in that moment, understood me. That understanding was enough. And suddenly, he stopped thinking about keeping himself alive. Do this explosion effects.
Jump scare, the jump scare.
Jump scare.
Yeah,
Boom, explosions.
Yeah.
And he exploded, and he died, and his feet exploded, and then his body exploded, and then his head looking straight into my eyes. I could feel the pressure that just searing my corneas. And it burnt my skin like a marshmallow stuck in the fire, but not so close that it like actually turned black, but close enough that it like turned a beautiful golden brown that you just want to eat my skin. And my hair got singed off in the heat wave from the Fillmore explosion, and I was left there. Pussy! Hard husk of a man. But it was worth it, because I defeated Fillmore.
And you took over Fillmore County.
I took over Fillmore County.
Yeah, and this single-handedly would take over the other counties we wanted to take over. Not the entirety of
Yeah,
Nebraska, but
not
just
because we don't have time to talk about it or anything, but just because that was the whole that
yeah,
was that'll yeah. Fillmore's the most powerful being in Nebraska,
yeah. And
except the
we,
hooker.
well, no, the one that hooker, they die with Fillmore. They're
Oh,
connected.
they die with Fillmore. Okay, okay.
Yeah, they're
It's like a
connected.
giant hive mind, a Nebraskan hive mind.
They're the strongest people in Nebraska have a hive mind. They work together. It's gonna be like
Yeah,
Romeo and Juliet, you know, like ah,
yeah.
Fillmore. I heard Fillmore died. No, there's like a pigeon like with a like a thing as the ghost of
And
Hooker County, and it's like,
it,
Your Royal
yeah.
Highness of Hooker County, uh, Sir Fillmore has died. It's like
Throne
no,
is just a pole.
no.
No, not
There's
Fillmore.
no point in ruling. No,
But
no
even
point in
before that,
living.
the hooker,
No point in
even
living.
before the hooker knew. Oh,
Shut
sorry,
up.
sorry.
Shut up. No point in living. I'm gonna die in a fire. And then he
Okay.
died.
E-
And an
and then he died.
explosion.
Even before the hooker knew about Fillmore's passing, they felt it. Not physically. They didn't feel the burning and the heat wave that I did. Will do, because this hasn't happened yet. This is our plan.
Yeah, we're talking in
But
like the future tense because we're evil.
Yeah, this is future tense. They felt just a part of their soul shrivel and die. Almost beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like a flower in fall, just making way for other beauties of the leaves and the snow. It was Fillmore making way for other beautiful leaders of Nebraska. It was a work of art. But as with all works of art, all great works of art, it sparked an emotion, and not a good one. It's made the hooker cry.
I'm laughing
Not
because
an ugly cry.
because they cry, you know.
Just
I'm laughing. Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because you're so evil. It was just a single tear rolling down the hooker's face, just dribbling from the tear duct in the little passage along their nose, along their mouth, finally falling with a slight plop. Not a plop. That's the wrong word. That sounds really weird. With a slight like dink onto the floor.
And it causes an explosion.
And it causes an explosion, and then the hooker dies.
And then the
Ah!
hooker comes back to life to go through like my prophecy of what will happen.
Yeah. It's true. We're actually so evil. We're telling the future with our evil powers right now,
Yeah.
and it's not perfect. Obviously, that's why we have two different tellings of what happened.
Yeah.
It's such a really really good power to have because it's never right. We're literally just guessing.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that's how we're gonna take over Nebraska.
Yeah. Well, certain counties in Nebraska.
A couple counties, not the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing would just be absurd.
Yeah.
Like
wow.
Cherry County, that's it.
That'd
That's
be too much of a liability
yeah.
on our
I
evil
might get hurt
corporations. Yeah.
if I try to take over Brown County.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Burt County seems pretty intimidating.
Which county?
Burt.
Bird?
No, Burt. Like it's like Burt, but
Burt.
just U instead of an A.
Bert.
Yeah. Burt Simpson.
Bert Simpson. Oh, I see Burt County. Yeah, there it is, all the way on the east. Also, Dakota County looks like Egypt. It's the same color as Egypt.
You have
Yellow.
the same color as Egypt.
What?
You have the same color as Egypt.
Look at Dakota County. It looks like Egypt.
I see, but you have the same color as Egypt. I'm saying.
Do I? Is it because I'm yellow? Because Egypt is full of deserts and is therefore
You
yellow?
look like a desert.
I look like a desert?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You're so evil.